Welcome back to the channel, guys, for the Ethereum price today. As we continue this downward price action trend, what we're actually seeing that's happened over the last 8 to 10 hours is a little bit of a bounce back in price. Now, I do believe it to be a bit of a fake out. It did come around from the news of the EU considering adoption of cryptocurrencies. I don't know how significant that news is, but what is evident to see is we are still within this downward trend. So we're going to catch up here on our monthly, weekly and daily levels to see where it's likely we're going to find support, resistance. Should you be selling right now? Should you be waiting to buy the bigger dips? And also we're going to be looking at my trend line chart on the bigger time frame of what Ethereum's doing right now. And do make sure you stay around to the end because we'll catch up on the Bitcoin price as well. Very important right now. So let's get into the price action on the Ethereum chart just after everybody smashes the like down below. It's much appreciated. I really do appreciate the support, and make sure you're subscribed for future videos. So let's get into it. We're kicking things off here on the 4-hour chart, and you can see that we're currently between resistance of the daily level, which is $2,780. The support beneath us right now is $2,540. And you can see, obviously, we're very much still within this downward price action. Over the past week or so, we have seen a little bit of a rebound in price. I mean, if I just show you the bigger picture here, you can see what I mean by that. We've been rallying up. And I mean, ultimately, if you look at this on the daily chart, it does symbolize something of a bit of a bear flag, you could say. So, for example, you could have had price action that looks a little bit like that. You've got a support, you've got a resistance line, and ultimately, this could potentially be classified as something along those lines. Obviously not perfect, but it's within a bigger time range, and we could now be seeing something very bearish down to the downside. Even, for example, Buterin is calling potentially for another crypto winter, and that's not necessarily such a bad thing, as Vitalik explains. The co-founder of Ethereum says the digital asset universe may actually benefit from the current retreat in coin prices that cast a chill on investors and is being referred to as another crypto winter. Basically, what he's saying is the people who are deep into crypto, real long-term fanatic, bullish long-term investors, and especially building things, those people developing and basically hodling forever, or at least for the next 20 years, a lot of them welcome a bear market, including myself. It's a chance to accumulate a lot more crypto at cheaper prices. You know what they say, guys, you can only really build wealth in a bear market. You can get rich in a bull market, but you build your wealth when you buy. I believe we are heading into more of a deeper bear market. I don't want to say a crypto winter because there is a lot of institutional money in this space, but let me show you exactly what I'm still anticipating going forward here. So looking at our price levels and looking at where we're currently trading, you can anticipate that we will come down and reach our weekly level sooner rather than later. What we're currently trading at, 2,674, you can see that we have wicked off that resistance point up at around $2,765. The support should come in about 2,544, but ultimately the strong monthly is the strong level is going to be the monthly level, which is down at around $2,270. And then if you zoom out a little bit further here, in fact, if I go into this chart, which is, I know it looks a bit of a mess, but I'll talk you through it. These are my trend lines. So the dark blue is your monthly. You've got the green lines, which are your weekly. And currently, right now, we are seeing a lot of resistance forcing us down by the monthly, the weekly, and in fact, the daily as well. So the next level you can anticipate here would be the next support, which is a weekly level, the green candle here, and that could take us down to around 2280 as well, which corresponds pretty much perfectly to this weekly sideways price level. In addition, guys, what we can also do is zoom out a bit further on this chart and remind ourselves of our fib levels and the Fibonacci retracement levels of this trend. You have to go back to March 2020, where this bull cycle started, which was down here, and you can go swing low up to a swing high, and you can see that we're currently basically trading between these levels, between 2,777 and the 0.5 level, which is 2,534. But beneath that, The next real level on the Fibonacci retracement level is down at our golden ratio, which is ultimately going to be around $1,979 down to $1,781. So that, of course, could happen, and we could of course see lower prices, especially if we make our way to the downside out of some form of bear flag, if you want to classify this as a bear flag, and you could anticipate much lower prices, of course. What's very interesting is what's going on with Bitcoin, because if you look at the Bitcoin price carefully, you know that ultimately if Bitcoin's going into a crypto winter bear market, Ethereum will do the same. So ultimately, we especially in a time like this, we should turn our focus to Bitcoin. We are actually between the daily resistance up at $39,920. The support won't really come in until around 36,000, and beneath that, the monthly levels at around $35,000. But ultimately, if you zoom out on the weekly chart for Bitcoin, on the bigger time frame here, the bigger picture, you have to consider these bigger levels, these bigger forms of resistance support. The previous bull market top back in 2000, at the end of 2017, was of course at around $20,000. Ultimately, this could be a bottom and create a new cycle off this. I know a lot of people are thinking we're not going that low, and maybe we won't, but again, guys, you can look at these levels as ultimate support. And if you go on a Fibonacci retracement from the start of this cycle, of this bull cycle, which was indeed March 2020, swing low, swing high, you'll see that our golden pocket levels for Bitcoin do take us down to around 28,000 to 25,000. There isn't a great amount of support in this in the mid-20s area, apart from it being a golden ratio level. So it would not surprise me if we really did come through that aggressively, if we do make it to this level, which is still not guaranteed, by the way, but I do anticipate to see $20,000 Bitcoin, certainly $28,000 Bitcoin at some point this year. Probably sooner rather than later. Obviously, we have this double top, this M pattern. The other pattern we have here, guys, is our head and shoulders pattern as well. For those of you that haven't seen that pattern, we definitely have a clear shoulder. We have a clear head, shoulder. The target out of a pattern like that, ultimately, guys, is going to take us down alone to somewhere around potentially as low as sort of $23,000. So that's what I'm anticipating to happen in the short mid-term. Going very, very short term on the Ethereum price, just quickly, the trade that I'm looking at doing right now, by the way, and the way that I'm trading and where I'm trading, guys, is on Bybit. By far, for me, the best trading platform. With my link down below, there is a $3,000 bonus, free crypto to try out the platform. I do have a Bybit for beginners video as well if you want to learn more. And before I show you this trade that I'm looking at right now on the Ethereum price, do remember, guys, you can follow my real-time trade signals in the Telegram. You click on this link and you simply fill out this form. You will need to create an account on Bybit using this link and make sure you deposit into the account and trade on that account. You'll get a bonus, I'll get a bonus, and you'll get my real-time trade signals. But like I was saying, guys, this is the trade I'm looking at short term. This is where I see value right now. It's a short position. I'd have my stop loss above here because it's above the trend line of the daily and the monthly. I'd be targeting down approximately at about 2285, and I believe it's about 15% move to the downside. If you have a 10x leverage on a 15% move, it's 150% gains, guys. So a very nice value trade there. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm on Twitter @Marzell Money. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on a video a bit later on. Take care. Bye-bye.